I love talking to people because I think there's something that I can value learning from them, and I think there's some value that I can give them.
Hop in the car, watch it go vroom, vroom. I told her mom that I blow soon. Knew as a child back in the womb. Oh, told her step back, I need my room. Hop in the car, watch it go vroom. I'm in a whip, so I gotta zoom. They tryna talk, they not in a room. I've been so real, I'm dead to the tomb. They in the way.
What's up, guys? Welcome back to the Do Good Movement. Our purpose here is to make a positive impact on our society through real life education. The movement comes into play when you share the content to help other people do good just like you. Fuck. I think that's the best I've ever said that. Very to the point, smooth.
Until now. You could have just owned it, kept going.
Yeah, right. We're doing the question and answer series with my brother Kyle Georgian, Mr. Eagle Snatch himself.
I have to open up with like a car or something now?
I think we're going to get you like a hat that says Eagle Snatch or maybe like a little desk sign.
I just want big old eagle wings on my back, dude. I think my daughter's got a fairy suit I can borrow or something.
Yeah, it'll go viral.
Yeah.
What do we got today?
We got a good question for you guys, or for you.
Yeah.
But it's how do I build strong relationships?
Ooh. I was thinking of like with my wife, and it almost went down like a dirty road.
We don't need that reason.
No, I'm just kidding. No, it's a great question, man. How to build good relationships. One is you have to be interested in the person you're going to be building a relationship with. You have to be interested in the person, or you have to be interested in the purpose. If you're not interested in the person, or you're not interested in the purpose, probably not going to build a strong relationship, because what's the point of having a relationship, right? And I think a lot of people think that they need to be liked by everybody and be cool with everybody and have a relationship with everybody when you just don't vibe and I can't really engage with that person. Like there's times I'm a pretty social dude where I try to talk to somebody and I'm like, fuck, dude, I've just asked literally 100 questions and I can't find anything to talk about, right? Can't find any purpose in this person, can't find any common ground. So to answer the question, to keep it short and sweet, one is I first want to learn about the person. Like I am a very curious person and I love talking to people because I think there's something that I can value learning from them. And I think there's some value that I can give them. That's why I do the show. I like helping, right? So I feel like when I get to meet people, that's my opportunity to make impact in their life. Mm-hmm. There might be one message, one word, something I can do that could change somebody's life. So that's my intention when I go into a relationship or possibly building a relationship or getting to know somebody. I go in with, hey, I'm not just trying to burn time here. I go in with intent and say, did God put this person in my life for me to do something for them today? So that's how I go in. Well, I don't know what I can do for somebody without asking them questions. So if I just meet somebody, I'll usually ask that person different questions. How was your day? How you feeling? Oh, it's good. Why is it good? And I'll just start engaging and talking about different things and learning about them. And when the questions I'm asking, the answers are giving, usually there's a common ground where we can start talking about things. It might be kids, it might be cars, it might be sports, it might be weather, it might be the new city or something on how they're feeling. Or I'll ask them, how can I help you? How can I service you today? Literally just, I do a lot of questions. So any of you guys watch me, if you're ever around me, I'm sitting there constantly asking questions of people, getting to know somebody, and then I'll find a need that they need. And if I have the answer, I'll go ahead and give them that answer. Now, if it's like a work thing where it's like a work relationship and we're not looking to get super personal, and let's say I'm having a meeting and I don't know everybody really well in the room. One is I try to have a sense of humor as much as I can and let that shine. I'll get on and say something silly or stupid or whatever to make somebody laugh. My goal is when I talk to somebody or meet somebody, I really want to have a real conversation and be real with people where my number one goal is to pull the guard down. How do I pull down the guard where we could just talk as human beings? Mm-hmm. But if we go into a meeting and I'm presenting to a group, I will start with, this is my vision for the meeting. This is my goal. Does everybody agree? Is this what we're trying to solve today? Does everybody agree on this goal? So I will, if I'm going to present something or go into something, I will give a goal that is most likely common to everybody involved, where we could all be a part of trying to solve that one thing together. And people like to solve things. People like to be challenged. And when there's an initiative in front of us, we're all going to find plenty of things to talk about, and we'll build a relationship through that. We'll have story time, different things like that, assign projects, all that kind of stuff. And that's how we'll start working together. Now, once you have a relationship, how you build off of a relationship is you got to treat it like the honeymoon stages, like it's new all the time. Is like, how are things going? How you feeling? Is this what you want? Is this what you imagine? Is there anything I can do different? Is there anything I could do better? If that's with your significant other, if that's with people at work, like always ask them how you could be better, and always ask them how you can support. And that shows people that you truly care. And usually when you do that, the other person will say something, or they'll come back and say the same thing. Well, how can I do better? And that's what building a relationship is it's working together on something. It's working together to solve something or to better something. And even if that's the connection between you guys, but the best way to do it is consistently use questions and know that it's not always about you. You're here to help serve that person. Now, if that person has nothing for you and they're not giving anything for you, or they're not putting effort in, sometimes you just need to tell them that too. Like transparency as well helps build a strong relationship.
Yeah.
Like that's just sometimes the only way to do it, right? And somebody's going to get emotional and get their feelings hurt. But usually when I'm transparent to somebody, like it's not because I'm trying to hurt them. Or if somebody's transparent to you guys listening today and somebody's telling you the truth, it's not because they want to hurt you. It's they're trying to help you. Maybe they just said it the wrong way. Love them for being open and honest with you, because most people aren't like that. What about you?
Yeah, I think a lot about the foundation. Like you have to have the desire to want to build a strong relationship. So that's a great question. But the foundation has to come from you. Like, what's your intent, right? Like for me, like if I have no interest in people, then I'm not ever going to build a strong relationship with that person. Like there has to be a desire that I want to build a relationship with somebody.
Yeah.
Now, but you hit on the head, like ask questions, but if you're not really interested, somebody's going to tell, like, oh, this guy just asked me like basic questions. Like,
yeah,
it's not really that interesting. Yeah. Like people can see your intent when you're communicating with, especially if it's like a verbal, video, in person, whatever.
You don't know if you have interest either without asking questions. Like if you just like see somebody, meet somebody, it's like you guys know nothing about each other.
Yeah.
And so that's when that's why I talked about like, hey, there might be something today that God put this person in my life where I could help them in some way.
Yeah. So you build a connection, right? First of all, right? You ask questions like, hey, what are common ground that we have together? We talked about golfing. Oh, I love golfing. Like, where do you go play? Like that's a
handicap.
You make connection with somebody. That's the first thing, right? So now you feel a bond. Or the type, like we were talking about the other day, what type of wording do you use? If your introduction to somebody's like, hey brother, how you doing? Like, oh, that guy kind of talks like me. Or,
yeah,
like there's certain ways to talk to people and to connect with them. So building a strong relationship is building a strong connection, ask questions, get to know them. And then build value, right? So like you said, if you find out something you can teach them, that comes from your heart though. Like not everybody's intention when they communicate. I would imagine that somebody asking this question wants to help somebody, right? Like building a strong relationship is important because, well, for two reasons. One, like you need something from that person.
Yeah.
Also, you want to help that person. Like you care about a person. Like it might be a family member, like you love them, or they have a problem and you want to build a strong relationship to help them through something.
Yeah.
Or you're like, it's your mentor. You just want to build a strong relationship so you can gain more and learn more.
Maybe it could be with a significant other, right? And so like, if you have a relationship and you're looking to build it, take you out of the equation. Just say, hey, I'm here to serve this person.
Yeah.
If I serve this person very well, if I make them happy, they're going to make me happy. So like a lot of relationships go south because like, what's this person doing for me?
Yeah.
What's this person doing for me? And it's just like, it can't be a one-way street where somebody's always having to give you and you're always taking. You just fucking go in all the time, whether the person's in a good mood or bad mood. Cause I get like this sometimes where I'm like, fuck, you're in a bad mood. So like, I'm going to be in a bad mood too. Like why put the effort in? I'm like, no, that's not the right way. You got to consistently push and serve and help and help and help.
Why I was saying you have to go back to the core of what's inside of you. You cannot make a positive impact people from a negative mindset.
Yeah.
You can't be in the wrong place, and like energy transfers from you to another person in communication. Your body language, your tone, all of that. If I'm super stoked and talking to you like this, man, I'm so excited. But if I'm like, yeah, you know, it's like we're gonna go do that later, you know. Like
Yeah.
that energy level needs to. It depends on what you're trying to convey, right?
For sure.
So like you have to be your intent and like your personal core of like what your intentions are has to be there.
Yeah. And just know people are struggling too, right? So like if somebody had that demeanor, they're kind of sluggish and slow and not like enthusiastic, maybe that is like a trigger point and if you are that person to be like, hey man, something's wrong with that person. Like every human being should be vibrant and energetic, right? If they're kind of like that, they need help.
Or maybe they just went through something. They lost like their spouse, you know, like that's when your energy level shouldn't be all super energetic and happy. It's like, hey, dude, I'm so sorry. It should be empathetic. And
that's right.
You know, there's like kind of something like I learned with customer service and our business too, is like when you're talking to a customer on the phone, like what I've told our customer service reps before is like, hey, if the customer is excited, match their excitement level, like connect with them at their level. If they're low, that's not a good place you want to be at. Like say, come in a little low, but like kind of bring them up, right? You don't go in freaking high because it's going to shut them down a little bit.
Yeah.
So like, I don't know. That's just a good way to build a
match
connection.
them and then slowly build excitement.
Yeah. Depends on what the end goal is, right?
Yeah.
You might be having a serious conversation where it's like, we can't be having a high energy excited. It's like, no, we got to be really serious and somber about this. Cause like that's what the conversation needs and the person needs, you know?
That's right. Cool. Do good, guys.